A new day is upon us. As we battle coronavirus, certification and regulation of standards should be at the forefront of protecting public health and safety. And it is. Uganda National Bureau of Standards has streamlined its activities to support the COVID-19 National Task Force, while at the same time delivering the mandate of UNBS to the citizens of Uganda.
Quality and standards are key in any government intervention, in any programs of government, in any projects of government. That is something that needs to be understood by everybody, both in government and also outside government, by the non-state actors. So during this COVID-19, there were quite a number of interventions where the services of UNBS were required.
In March 2020, the government realized the need to provide relief food to vulnerable families in the areas of Kampala and Wakiso. This raised a big problem that required standards regulation.
The government came up with a program of distribution of food, and specifically maize flour and beans to the vulnerable groups within Kampala and Wakiso district. Because of the pressure that government had, this exercise started without looking into aspects of quality and standards. They wanted just to respond to people who needed food at that time, until the problem came about of the complaints from the people who were supposed to be served that some of the food that was being distributed was not to the desired standards. We were called in to come and help as far as verifying the food before they are distributed to the vulnerable groups. Going to the field where the beans and maize flour was being processed, but also at the office of the Prime Minister, stores where the goods were being received, the food was being received. Now what would happen is that our inspections teams would sample the goods, then they send that food to the laboratories. The laboratories do the evaluation of quality and safety, and based on the results, then would advise the stores either to accept into the stores the food or to reject that food.
As of May 2020, UNBS withheld 100 tons of coronavirus relief food over poor quality. A lot had to change, especially the policy regarding certification for new companies that intend to manufacture COVID-19 related health and safety products.
During the beginning of the pandemic, we faced a challenge where we could not purchase sanitizer from our supplier, and at the time we had involved the chemist to develop other products, but sanitizer was not one of them. Then we immediately engaged our chemists and decided to start manufacturing sanitizer. We engaged UNBS and they directed us what to do. One of the very interesting things that we did everything online, from the application to supplying them our documents, our processes.
We used to get results in 25 days or 30 days. They have prioritized sanitizer to get the results faster. And within 3 days, we got the analysis reports and we got permit within 1 week. That's where UNBS has supported us to get the permits and start production within short period.
This unwavering support to innovators and entrepreneurs has been significant. Before March 2020, only 2 manufacturers were certified to produce hand sanitizers in Uganda. But by the end of May, UNBS had certified over 110 sanitizer manufacturers. UNBS has gone on to issue free standards to manufacturers through the Standards Department. As a result, UNBS does not charge a standards fee on products such as masks, sanitizers, and disinfectants.
No one had anticipated this, so there were no standards. So we had to quickly come in again, get our technical people, sit down, in those circumstances of lockdown and come up with standards for face masks. I'm glad to report that also this was done successfully. 3 main standards for face masks were produced and 5 test methods were produced. So Uganda now has got the standards for face masks.
Prior to COVID-19, Sigma used to manufacture a range of protective wear, uniforms and all that. We had to divert this to the production of masks, given the need for this product.
UNBS actually printed out the list of companies that were certified, and immediately people read about us, they started contacting us, and that is how we became to be known by the rest of the society that we really make approved masks.
Uganda National Bureau of Standards has an obligation to ensure that consumers get quality products which match value for their money. UNBS has put in place a market surveillance system to curb the proliferation of substandard products that can endanger public health and safety as well as the environment. But this is not a fight that UNBS can win alone. The general public needs to get involved.
UNBS bakola obulango ku TV agenjawulo tuba tubitegera ne batugamba nti ekintu kyonna kyolanga tekiriko kapande ka UNBS kitegeeza tekyakeberebwa bulungi era kiba fake kubanga gye tumanyi wano mu ggwanga yekebera ebintu ebingira mu ggwanga bikozesebwa abantu.
I come to know Uganda National Bureau of Standards on TV. I saw an advert whereby it was talking about these people who sell goods which are not supposed to be sold, like, let me say, fake goods. So, national, like UNBS has done a lot whereby it is stopping these people who sell fake goods. Like, for example, there is no way I'm a chef and I love baking. There is no way I can go and buy Blue Band or baking flour when it doesn't have that their tag.
All the products certified by UNBS have the Q mark. It is important that while shopping, you look for this mark on the shelf products. Should you find a substandard product, do not hesitate to report it to UNBS. You can call the UNBS toll-free lines, use WhatsApp, or the social media handles.
Whatever period we have, some trade must go on. Goods and services must move, and hence the importance of Uganda National Bureau of Standards. But even without any of these disasters or pandemics, Uganda National Bureau of Standards will continue doing its work in more organized form, because this was just an intervention, but through its regular programs to ensure consumer protection and trade facilitation for this country.